Olay! It's time for one of my favorite series ever, Mega Man Battle Network.
What's your favorite series?
Uh, you know, the problem is ranking series is by how much fun I have with the games, how much I love the story, or just the entire
His
concept.
name is Land, that's stupid.
Yes, his name is Land. There are a lot of pun names here. But
WWW Crime.
yes,
What?
the WWW is a terrorist organization.
Oh gosh, this is already off to a great start.
You haven't been in this for a minute yet.
Is that he does he have a poster of the speedster from One Punch Man in his room?
No, that's Volnut from Mega Man Legends.
But isn't Mega Man Legends in the future?
In an
of
alternate
this?
universe, yes, but here it's all the normal Mega Man stuff or more media things.
Oh, so Battle Network is a different universe completely.
Yes. So Mega Man
And
X and Legends and Zero and all that stuff is just media stuff.
so does Mega Man Battle Network have its own future?
Yes.
I mean, I know it does. What's
It's
it called?
Star Force.
Okay then. So it's why is it called Star Force? Are they like in space?
Well, it deals with alien invasions. So that's mostly it. You don't I mean, I think you do go to space. Yeah, you do go to space, but it's not I don't think it's a main thing.
This is good music.
Yes, well, this entire series has pretty good tracks.
This isometric viewpoint to trick me into being excited for it because it reminds me of Final Fantasy Tactics. They took Grimoire of the Rift.
Of course it would. Also, it's important to eat your breakfast because under it is a recovery trip. So that's nice. Meet obligatory love interest number 1.
Number one, so he's like a Timmy Turner, where he has 50 love interests by the end of the series.
Well, no, but she's the main love interest, even though a character appears later that I really think he had a better chance ending up with, but whatever.
Oh, so basically Star in the First of Evil.
Yes. Oh boy. But yes, anyways. So the thing is with male hair, yes, that's her name, it's spelled with a Y. Is that
You had to say yes that we saw it on the screen.
okay, I wasn't
So
sure you were keeping up with the reading, so you know.
I mean, that's a very safe thing to assume.
Yeah, so the thing is that she falls into 2 categories. The annoying girl best friend that you always have to listen to and never gets in trouble for some odd reason, and damsel in distress.
Oh, so this game is as troopy as it is punny.
Well, sometimes it does subvert things a lot, but she is useful for.
You're saying it does subvert things a lot, and then a text bubble came on screen where it said "LAN," the WWWs, and like that's those 2 names had the perfect time to come up on screen while you're talking about how unique this game was.
Oh boy. But let's before I forget my point, because I have a long history of doing that. Oh crap, I think I forgot my point. Well then, look at that.
The thing is, one thing I will give this series, you said that she's the annoying best friend or something else.
Yeah,
And then you said it subverts expectations, and I'm assuming you were going to get into an example.
the thing is that she provides some of the most useful chips in the game, the roll chips. So, yeah, she does it every game. So they're very.
The thing is, I will give it this. It does give off a futuristic vibe. Like it does look like Astro Boy, or like well, Doraemon isn't futuristic, but it does look like the characters are from Doraemon.
I mean, I keep forgetting to check what Doraemon's all about. It's
Doraemon's about a robot.
yeah, I was about to ask, is the thing a robot? I think it's a robot.
From the future that uses highly cartoon physics future inventions to help him in his everyday life. I don't remember why he's in the past, but he's in the past. I have to give Disney XD this. I watched Doraemon because of Disney XD's dub.
Oh.
So
Oh yeah, that did come on recently. Yeah, but as you can see, the boring NPC kids have generic brand model navies, while we we have the specialized kind.
so is it explained why?
Well, you can modify your navies, but usually you won't get any specialized thing unless it's modified by a scientist. Heavy
Yeah.
modding.
So why? How does he have?
Well, his dad's a
That's-
scientist.
Okay, well that's unfair.
But
So he's basically getting a private school lesson right now, where hey, everyone shut up. We're teaching Mega
well, no, this
how
is
to be a man right now.
well, no, this is happening for everybody at the same time. We're just seeing
Oh,
it.
okay.
See, they're all at the desks, so we're just seeing it from Mega Man's perspective.
So I'm confused here.
What happened?
They're being taught how to kill robots in the internet.
Viruses.
So, and they're being taught how things have gotten less convenient. You just plug in an antivirus and it does it
Viruses have
for you.
advanced to the point where that doesn't work anymore.
So now you need to physically go into your computer and shoot them. And if they overwhelm you, you die.
Pretty much.
That's technology is amazing. Clearly.
Yeah, Pokemon loves to remind us
This
that.
looks fun.
It is fun, and it gets incredibly hectic later. Oh boy, does it! But not so much in this game, because this game introduces a mechanic that we'll get into later that makes it a bit easier than the others. I mean, it's the first game; they're still trying to find their legs. But some of the later games, I think, which one was the hardest game, in my opinion? Well, the hardest game due to bullcrap is Battle Network 4. The hardest game, legitimately, I think, Battle Network 3. I think 5 gave me enough options that was fine enough. That was fine enough that I could just do things easy,
So hold up. If they're in the internet, why do they need to come to school at all?
Wait, if they're in the internet?
They're currently in digital space right now.
No,
So
they're
why do they
sending
need
their
to
navies
physically
in
come
there.
into the. Yeah, but why didn't they just plug in their navis from home?
Well,
Why
you
would they
can.
set up
The
a
thing is,
system
this is a
where you
very
can-
close. This is a That's actually a good question. You can access different systems from the internet, but this school system is a generally closed system. It has its own specialized system grid.
Okay, so they live in a world where people can travel through the internet, and they decided to make things not so convenient that people don't need to leave their homes.
The thing is that there are there are certain systems where, that actually makes sense for security reasons. Because the internet, if you could just send a navi into anywhere, you will have to probably buff up security to make sure that no one's trying to send something bad in there.
Yes, that's true.
So yeah, there are a lot of closed systems in these games, but some of them open up in later games, some of them just stay closed. It depends. However,
So he has gutsman.
Yes.
So people just have the different robot masters as just generic things you can choose your character to be.
well, no, remember
Is
the
it-
heavy modification thing. Gutsman is heavy
Yes,
modification.
is this the only gutsman?
This is
or
the only
can you
gutsman.
Okay. Okay.
So yeah, there's only one of each. It's not like you get a modification that's immediately has a template that you move off of. But the chips that you get basically are templates because you can buy a whole bunch of them at once. Like all of these, you can get these as chip stores to help you virus bust.
Okay.
Fortunately, at least, this game does have the syndrome of, kids are solving the problems.
I was about to ask, in the original Mega Man, you're a battle robot that just happens to look young.
Yeah.
But in this, you are a child.
Yeah,
Which
and the thing
is
is that they actually
distracting.
do well. There are certain points in the story where I'm just like, you could like punch him or whatever, and he would be able to do nothing to you. You are an adult, but at the same time, there are certain other situations where they actually do play it straight.
Hmm. And it's the same kid each game?
Yeah,
Okay, so this world really. Well, then again.
oh, trust me,
Mega
the
Man.
world would be doomed if not for just like if not specifically for Lan and Mega Man.
Yeah, you've told me stories about how everything is hackable.
Yep, and that's why
Which is
they're closed
stupid.
systems. Of course, that doesn't necessarily mean they're completely safe because anybody who just has access to the stuff can just do whatever.
You'd think email would no longer exist.
You know, there's a weird thing about that because we have to eventually send a mail to Roll so that she can give it to Mail. That's the girl, not the actual whatever. So
That's stupid.
so
That name is dumb.
so
You're talking about mailing something and then you switch to mail and like, oh, oops. Stupid.
yeah. So the thing is that he sends Mega Man over there instead of just typing, and I really wonder how. But at the same time, Mail seems to be able to. It's a girl. Seems to be able to just send messages
Okay.
normally.
I think you should pronounce it Mael, just so that we know we're talking about the girl.
I don't think this topic's going to come up that much later in terms of email, but because surprisingly it doesn't.
Yeah, but males are also a thing.
Yeah, but that's. I mean,
Okay, we'll see.
we'll see.
It
We'll
comes
see.
up.
I'm sure this is just like early installment weirdness, you could call it. But yes, so they just send you just normal messages, and I really wonder what the point of that was for, other than accessing Mail's personal system. But you know, side quests and everything. Well, that wasn't a side quest. It's a part of a main quest. Also, we are in the doghouse, which is actually an advanced security system in disguise. You always can jack into the doghouse in every game, and there's always something here, so don't forget it. In fact, it actually becomes a plot point in Mega Man Battle Network 5.
The doghouse, as in there's only one doghouse?
Like, what do you mean there's only one doghouse?
Is there only one doghouse in each game?
That's our doghouse. Yeah. Our
Okay.
just like every single game, you can jack into the doghouse at any point.
I mean, if it's the same person living in the same place, and you can jack into the doghouse in the first game, then obviously you'll be able to do it in every single game because it's the same doghouse.
Well, no, because don't you know certain games like, well, I guess the harshest thing would be to call it a retcon, but yeah.
No, well, when you said what did you say? Don't you what?
Don't you notice how certain games like you can
Don't
do?
you notice how certain games, and the first thing that came to mind is, yeah, you can no longer sit in Pokemon.
Anyways, here is Mr. I'm Not Evil. He's here to check our net safety console so that our oven doesn't light on fire like has been happening to a lot of people lately.
Oh, so he has the red hair just like Lysander.
Yeah, but
And the beard like Lysander. Does Lysander have a beard?
yes, he does.
Okay.
So yeah, I know it's not nice to judge people based off their faces, but just I mean, I guess if I were to say something else, say something else part that it would just dissuade me from my point, because you really shouldn't. But yeah, you'll see later. Obviously, things go wrong, but there's a very particular thing about that guy in this entire series that I will get to. But for now, we're jacking in. And by that, I mean the party's over. So we're actually checking out.